after fighting my way through Reject's respite, and being chased by a demon into the scuttling void once again, I returned to Nern at Deep Crag Ravine.
Doing your part for the Empire?
Are they?
Hey, what's happening here?
Huh? What back door did you enter through?
Boo.
Must be a master of stealth as well as battle. As for what we're talking about, just making plans for transferring the garrisons over to the Bretons. Disorder in Skyrim calls, and the Empire beckons us to be their vanguard.
You're leaving then, I take it? Are you sure that's a wise idea?
What else can we do here? It seems most are dead set in digging a deeper hole for themselves despite our best efforts. I know this is disheartening, but I have faith that the Reach, without Mosbane, may fare a great deal better. That is, if someone less tyrannical is appointed by Sigmund, instead of some doppelganger to the most recent lord, which has been a common theme in this land.
I doubt it. Mortafane was a special type of mad.
In fact, I've heard Sigmund's son, Damian, may just be the lord that breaks the cycle. We can only hope. Such a merciful and boisterous leader may bring those sad sods out of their depressive stupor. Word is he's soon to give a speech to the people in Ravenspring. I want to go over there and see what he has to say. You never know. You could drop a word of advice to the prince that may forge a better future in this realm.
What has been happening since those murders in Evermore?
Nothing noteworthy. Petty disputes and all the entailing drama. I'm sure you're well versed in the Reach's people, so I won't need to divulge too much. Actually, come to think of it, events seem to be not as dour. Like the kingdom is finally experiencing its boon. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it really does seem different this time. Alas, we won't be here to relish in what may be, as we've already set course for Skyrim.
No new threats from the Witchmen? Orcs?
Again, nothing eventful. Would have told you otherwise. Yet, if you want something to chew on, we've had word from the kingdom of some of their serfs wandering north, though not enough to cause a serious outcry. Looks like the absolute worst of the toiling masses are vanishing, which the nobility have been elated by. More for the treasury, and less mouths to feed.
Where are they going?
There aren't many civilized spots north of the kingdom, and I'm damn sure an unarmed peasant isn't going to make it 10 yards approaching those witchmen. So we haven't sent anyone up there to find out. Just not worth the hassle, and we're already spent as a garrison. We should have been thrice our number, but the Reach has weathered us down to a trifling band of injured and mad.
Surely we should know if the Witchmen are increasing their numbers again.
We should, but my business has ceased here. You'll need to direct those concerns to the Bretons, as you know. The serfs should be their immediate concern. Imagine a kingdom without their serfs. Evermore especially would collapse in an instant.
I feel the threat is far from over.
If you hear any of the downtrodden rambling the same as those witchmen, then that will be a major cause for concern. Until then, however, enjoy these somewhat peaceful days we've been graced with. Go with grace.
To the destruction of yours. Is it not time for someone to break this most pernicious pattern? That the promise of dawn should show harvest in day.
Getting suckered into another rich Ponce's lies. He'll be as bad as Mortafane.
How dare you sully the prince's name? Punish this traitor.
Best keep those lips sealed, lest you want to part with your tongue now, rather than later.
You're all fools. Heads so firmly up your lord's asses you can't even smell the ashes. This kingdom is gonna burn, and I hope it's soon.
That's it. I was gonna pay you a visit later, but I'm gonna have your head now. Come here, scum.
You needn't rush to my defense, for the only threat here is truth. Many are reticent, fearful to speak out against those above. To have endured a lord's madness, A king's decadence, and not rage against the gods who ordained their rule? Servility, befitting dogs, not men.
Your prince has shown mercy, serf. Best show your appreciation.
Reflect, if you will, this land and its history, how the past bleeds seamlessly into the present, where the wounds of times past yonder still gape as to drown the realm in a red haze of madness. That past is an anchor, staying our destinies, and only with the collective might of the Reach can we smash the chain. Like a yearning child yet conceived, trapped within the crushing womb, must erupt from its shell by any means. Cast your traumas, kill your fear. Hope shall take their stead. Every man and woman here has but one imperative: to prevail against the world itself. It is only through triumph that we overcome our shared antipathy for life and its injustices. Behold the advent of new enterprise. We are undergoing a total restoration of Evermore. Laborers of every craft work tirelessly to further our dominion. The further our presence, the nearer our enemies' defeat. Soon there will be no hole for their dark ilk to fester. And through all the blood, sweat, and toil, the Reach, not for the savage, nor the stranger, but for you, Reachmen. To make our mutual want for peace and power tangible is our right. To triumph over trepidation and sail our fate through the maelstrom of destiny. This ultimate agenda was yesterday a dream, a tale to cope. Now our ideals are no longer distant. When the Reachmen home their desires into one shared purpose, even mountains will quake. Will to power, no longer to endure, to suffer. We will prosper. They thought you sheep, preying on you at your weakest. Now you have heart. Now you have willpower. Now it is you who are strong. You will be feared. Hail Evermore!
I see the people have taken a liking to you already.
The people need a figure of hope, a paragon where all the other leaders had failed. A great privilege to be of the few progenitors of good in the Reach. Unfortunately, I am to depart here soon, so anything you need to say, make it brief. 3/4 of today's schedule still awaits.
I needed to speak about something urgent.
A grave tone to those words. Not something to be taken in its stride, I assume. What consumes you, my dear?
Knight, forgive the interruption, but I need your attention within the temple.
Could this not wait?
Trust me, you will thank me for being so impatient. Please, within the temple. Blessings for your future journeys. It's about what the missionary saw when he scoured that damned facility in the mountains. Or rather, what he's seen now that made him evoke such dread.
Slow down, explain what's happened clearly.
The prince, Damian, had entered the temple to greet us. Almost immediately did the missionary become capricious. I thought it was fatigue from the exercise, but he was extremely pallid. I've never seen such a drastic turn of health so quickly.
Where is the missionary now?
I've sent him off to the Divide, where Fennec, the town's priest, will look after him. He is young, and the events that transpired here have probably overwhelmed him.
Should I confront Damian then, or do you have other plans?
Every fibre of my being begs you not to pursue this cause, but this spurious revival of the town irks me. If the missionary's suspicions were true, and we did nothing, I would not be able to live with myself.
What exactly made the missionary so spooked? What did he say?
As you already know, these alteration exercises the missionary undertakes are extensive, so much so that the senses become incredibly sensitive and highly attuned. If whatever or whoever comes within close proximity during or immediately after, such as a day or two beyond the ritual, then a terrific psychic backlash can occur. Which is what I think occurred here. Coincidentally, the last item he traced was provided by you. I won't draw conclusions, as I cherish the welfare of the kingdom too much. Yet I tell you of this because I know you are of the scrupulous sort. So assuage this malaise, and pray that the prince is not implicated in these affairs.
Fret not, I will be reserved when dealing with him.
Your arrival here has been a miracle. Thank you, knight. Were it not for you, we would all be suffering a fate worse than any could fathom.
What's your relation to that Ayleid king?
Ye crown of death, wanting of progeny, cast with impotence. His life's work found him in privacy, corrupting the union for child. A stillborn in every gut. Mother shared in his fate, carrying progeny that will never be. Barren, a womb of shards. And so they forged a bond over this mutual want.
So they wanted a child.
For a moment, the dread monarch was taken away from his project. A ritual was to take place. Prying fingers dipped into your world, and the Drugo of Dark Divine gave me destiny. Before I even saw the light of the world, my fate was decided. No different to any other.
Why did they choose you?
Through my date, the king gave eyes, a window into your world from which he stares, and if need be, engender his return. Just in case his passion failed him, yet the tower consumed his every thought. It couldn't.
What did the king want?
The king demands his tower. He starves himself upon his ambition. A drive so consuming that his every thought is sacrificed for it.
The tower? Why is the tower so special to you?
The tower of primordial design, silver-coated arrow of divine intent, the seed of all in your realm. It shelters a gate. This gate, atop the tower's ancient metals, grants passage to a time and place beyond the most distant reality conceived. Passage to the dreamer.
Why is this dreamer important?
Mother inherited much, but for most is a reach for the If this impossible one comes to pass, a new world will be dreamed. Henceforth horror, nightmare. Father will be proud.
Why do you want the ego destroyed?
Fates entwined. One fades, so does the other. Pursuing its own path, assured that it finally left me behind. It was wrong. There still exists a data, fade and intermittent. We both feel the brand of our designs.
The ego doesn't seem to act anything like you described yourself to be in your earlier years.
An alluring mask. You will never be seen without it. With time, the act becomes the real, as the world and stage become one. Yet its metamorphic intent will always be out of reach, as long as I persist. That fact burns deep within the ego, where that can't reach. It will employ ghastly methods to destroy this husk, ignorant of the consequence.
What will that be?
A final death for both.
The ego talks much of order and his hatred of the ugly.
But it's ugly abhorrent. This ego champions beauty, despite its past, an infatuation and futility. However, a grave mistake in my reasoning. I speak as if the ego walks a better world, a world that would resist his deception. That world is not, and will not, forever ideal. What is the man? So the ego is gaining an audience, ever more powerful.
What makes you think he'll succeed?
The right man in the right place. An idol to wretches. He brings wretch.
If your ego is indeed Damian, then it has gained a lot of power.
Hark the shepherds, wielding side at man's heart. The quarry of a pain god.
I'm not sure why I should trust you, but there is something very wrong with this kingdom.
Unfamiliar is the narrative that ensnares. You expect convention. Cliché. Now uncertainty demands curiosity. You seek the source of perversion in this fairy tale.
Just tell me what you want.
The promised son, that suit of flesh, schemes with the masculine manifest. They seek to unify disparate ideas into an inexorable movement. An agenda that will perish all spirit in man. The most their reign will usher in the blackest cynicism, where those bound hope that one day their chains would loosen. Many will kill for good and desire. Destroy the prince.
What is happening to this realm? I thought the sigil stone was the only thing keeping it stable.
Millennia of tears and toil for his project. Wasted. True your intervention. One has to wonder why Mother never held her chosen king. Now you see Cataclysm to rule, churning all her needs. This land soon subsumed into the black whence it came. Like it wasn't here at all. However, take heed. His tower taken not only the realm, but every moment that passed. Time is stolen by the storm of death. Even the guardian champion cannot hold this spiral. When all comes to pass, this once promising kingdom will become a black waste, harboring only regrets.
What do you mean about time?
With this rupture, every second past here is felt tenfold in your realm. Time has been placed under wreck. Who can say when it breaks? Aging faster with every word. Continue the narrative.
The way you talk is annoying.
Who you mean mugging? Stop pissing me off.
Greetings, knight. You have my ear.
My lord, I need to speak to you about something in private.
This is a beautiful place, isn't it? Not the Quarry as much, although the explicit sight of hierarchy without pretense is glorious. No, it's what you saw just beyond this pit. Gentle knolls climbing towards the clouds. A serenity that must be guarded by all means.
Anything looks better than the Reach.
A stillness to the air, ever fresh. No man need arm himself for fear of intrusion or violence. Visualize that world. Yearn for it. I bet you feel it naive to play whimsical and dream of utopias. But why? Why can we not achieve those worlds?
You've lost me, my lord. I just need to speak with you outside about the murders in Evermore.
I've traveled far and had plans for discourse with the gentleman you see before me. I needn't make him displeased, would I? Come, stay and join these formalities. You may bring some levity while we entertain the future of this land.
Let's continue
Farewell,
these
friend.
talks within the barracks. Dinner should be on the table. There's no good discourse without a full stomach, I say.
It was quite the trek from Arnhem. I hope the chef matches the talent of those in Evermore. Come, knight, join us. You look famished, after having traveled so far to share in your worries.
It is settled then. Eat. We will eat.
Introductions are in short order. The itinerary for tonight has been complicated by another guest. My knight, esteemed hero of the Reach. You can thank this one for foiling that savage plot hatched by Mortifane.
Your Grace, there's no need for apologies. Josiah here was just practicing to be a better orator through his incessant verbiage.
Oh, Mengrel, you shrewd sycophant. If you were so threatened about discourse outside your field, then you could have exclaimed as such. Prince, my gratitude for having me attend this meeting. Forgive me for not being privy, but the kingdom is host to many knights. Why is this one special?
Now let's begin with what you came for in haste. We have gathered here today to consolidate our plans for the future of this kingdom, and the lands which will soon come under our rule. This knight knows the kingdom well. I'm sure such intimate knowledge of the realm will be used to all of you.
I'm insulted, Prince. No room for any more of my warriors?
The Utase will always have a place here. No kingdom can hope to survive through threat alone. Your actions keep the malcontents at bay.
There will always be scum. You needn't worry about that. Those men on the periphery of this gleaming society, born pariahs, sadists, degenerates. In this ever-chaotic world, these outliers will always exist. Such scum will need a shepherd, and I am ever thankful to be the one to lead these black sheep.
As you should. Your clandestine methods have furthered our power, with the Empire and Daggerfall being none the wiser. Oh, how they wish we were still the backwater of yesterday. And Knight, tell us, are you committed to serving this kingdom and establishing a secure future for our people?
I want an end to all of the bloodshed. Your methods, however, will lead to only that. Can we not deal with this peacefully?
Would you reason with those who seek to undo you? Every concession is a gain for the enemy. Without knowing authority is to live without fear. The consequence being the Master's ruin. You came as an open book, yet I see the loyalty professed before had covered for something. I cannot have a knight that shields their intentions.
Lowland, our knight is eager to see your home, as am I. Will you show us what you've been working on in the basement?
It is that time, Prince. You are a most intolerable beast, and that pleases me greatly. Come, warrior. I'll show you the room where strength is king. No more talking. It bores me.
Down we go, then, to trim the fat.
Take a peek, just over the edge. It's calling for you, warrior. What's that? Reared your ugly head at last. You're inside now. Carve you up. I'll drink from your scum. Slash you ear to ear. My steel is going up your arse. Big shot. Have it!
God, you're even uglier now.
I'll hang you from your entrails. Gonna make mincemeat out of you. I'll going down without having you see my homeland. Come, let us indulge in true culture. Let us wash all this pretense of civility away. Into the red.
This ought to be fun.
Lord, I bring you an apology in form of a champion. This champion has done much. If I slay this champion, I can return home. Is she here? The bearer of my future progeny. She should witness this visceral play, so that I can win her hand. Dagon would be disappointed that one of his own didn't die with his brothers. Your words are hollow. A coward's tongue is fit only as a meal for the hounds. And you brought this sad excuse for prey to appease me. You can have my head if this warrior disappoints. This one is different from the man-cattle that have come before. It is chained to other gods. Gods who are enemies to ours. And if we defeat their herald, then we shame them. Is that not worth seeing? I do smell the perversions of alien gods on your tribute's flesh. Very well. Put on a spectacle. Warrior, you have entered the realm of the ultimate patriarch. Submit, and I will skin you slowly. Fight me with your all, however, and I will grant you a death befitting of your bravery. Pretense makes me sick. I'll cover every inch of this hole with what's left of you.
Weather.
Disseminate fury upon this failure. I will have his head on the highest pike, so that all can see his shame.
Do you wish to remove the head?
Yet I taste the latent desire to return home. A privilege I can grant to those who have reified their will to survive. Return, champion, for a blood harvest dawns on this realm. Your gods will not grant you a second miracle in this bloodshed. March on, and wear your kill with pride. Delivering his head if you wish to linger habits on the fire. I will save my king that was intended as your fattened slave. Then he will be yours from here until the end. Such is the fate of Dawn.
Do you wish to return to Nern?
You killed him. God, you killed him. You beautiful person. You've ended his terrible reign. Hey, hero, you need to get out of here, right? Yes, I can open the gate, get you out. But wait, is he actually dead? I've seen him get up before. Damn. No! Hero, you have to get out of there. He may wake again. We can burn this shack down. Burn it all down! Bury them all! I won't be their plaything any longer. No more pain. Sorry. Please forgive me. I got carried away. I'll get you out of there.
Relax. I've already gotten it, brother.
Stay down. It's over. Child's play, bro. Take me. Bollocks!
You need to put a leash on your subjects, Prince.
Oh, great fortune. Griffon, hear me. You hunger, yes? This traitor seeks to kill those who feed you. I beg of you, Griffon, kill this wretch.
I shall partake in the feast of your bloodied land once the hour approaches. Your people have disappointed. Do not attempt to placate me.
We have orcs to sate your appetite, right here in this quarry. Jewelry to festoon your mighty wings. All this and more, at the cost of this one's life. Kill him.
There are children yet to be spawned. Morsels will come hither, Prince. This is my demand. Have me suffer no conditions, and make wellness arrangements. The scars this wretch had inflicted must be repaid. I will taste the cinders of its flesh.
Stop running! There you are. Fight me, Daedra.
Beauty prevail. Beauty prevail.
We have unfinished business. I've come for your head.
Now what?
You have been too much. Wither away when I see the body tremble. The world signature in the scars it leaves.
What happens to you now?
The ego is undone. What remains comes this way. To make the husk whole again before its final death. Awaited. The ego will win over in the interstice after reconstitution. In that time, something mad. It may reach back out to you. It may not. To predict the beast will only frustrate.
Where should I go?
Through that door. The fruit of your trials. One question remains. A question that captures the spirit of the story. Is hard work rewarded? The answer to that awaits on above all words. If what you discover disappoints, another question. Who benefits?
How on there? Who are you? How did you get down here? Answer now.
This is your only opportunity for freedom, Orc. Don't die for masters who care nothing for you.
The people outside are winning. I will finally see the world again. Please, help me escape and let me see home. Here, I kept this key. They'd kill me if they knew I had it. But now we can escape.
Before we go, tell me what these children are doing here.
The men, having their way with them. Such things I cannot speak of. Please, get them out of here.
Hi there.
I'm getting you out of here. Come with me.
No! You tricked us here in the first place. You're just playing more tricks.
I never knew. If hurting these evil men can convince you, then I'll do it.
I I just want to go outside. Why can no one let us outside? They keep on touching us. It hurts. I feel sick. Please get us out. Holly, Corbin, Maddie, come on, let's go. We have to get out of here.
Sigmund, they've breached the gates! Traitors and enemies are wreaking chaos on our streets!
Why?
My king, please listen!
My sons. What are you doing? My children, return to safety.
Getting these children away from here.
Knight, what are you doing? You of all people have turned rogue. It was my great hope that someday you would be the vanguard in this kingdom's exploits. The idol which all my men would compare and aspire to. Yet you were of common blood, who entered my land of mercenary. A parasite who sought blood money. I was too generous. Now I reap the ills of your knighthood. Those who are born of scum will die as scum.
Scum. You're the one who has manipulated the trust of your people and have exploited the children for your perverted
I
desires.
should have you drawn and quartered immediately. Though these are absurd times, I may impart my reason of why these children are in my embrace. Children who would have grown and tasted the rot of their lowborn status. To be subsumed in despairing mediocrity that every serf endures. I have shown mercy and spurred them from that fate. These beautiful little tykes are now joyous, resplendent with youthful vigor because of their service to this kingdom. However, no good deed must go unpunished, and these children exchange their nectar, their early nobility, to enrich the lives of royalty.
You're a twisted hedonist who isn't fit to rule. The unfortunate people of this kingdom suffer for your gluttony.
What value is there in this world? These bodies pile higher upon the pyre, and people are lost in droves, unfulfilled and miserable. After how many years of conflict and how many tens of thousands of bloodshed, we've finally built a time of remembered peace. A gleaming miracle in the east. But it's only for an instant. At the periphery, the monster called once Festus. Seeking new minds to pervert with its spurious potential. If only we could be content with what we had. Manifesting itself in the slaughter, the chaos you see before you.
You have become ravenous.
In the face of that monster, that want, the will of one land's king becomes naught. The wisdom of one man is folly. Yet I cannot stop being king. However perfidious and deplorable I become, I cannot abandon my duties. In this hollowed world of fleeting importance, if there is one single ray of hope to be found, it is warmth. Only warmth covers and protects me from this world. You have stolen the garden that gave me that warmth. You had taken and burned it. So tired, I will not listen to the lessons of virtue from a lowly vagrant. Kegel, arouse the torturers. Let them do whatever they wish with this scum. It has sinned greatly against royalty.
Sigmund! The children, How could you do this, King?
Kegel, has he spread the cancer of treason for you as well? I will not repeat myself. Any who mentions this ordeal outside this palace will have themselves and their families put to death immediately. No exceptions. This scoundrel must see the gravity of the crimes it has committed, while it draws breath. You overextended. No doubt your heart burned with dreams and ambition. If you had but known your place, you may have achieved them. The griffin you bear has fallen to earth with broken wings. It will never take flight again. Guards, capture this traitor.
King, you gotta listen.
What? Shall I have you executed too?
No, King. Look. The cunt that killed your son. He was the one who came to the quarry.
Gods! You are the evil that came to undo my kingdom.
Prepare yourself.
What agent of discord do you work for? An Uvaleke. My heart! Oh gods, my heart! Before I become undone, kill this defiler!
The walls are falling and the serfs have turned the city red in their rampage! We cannot be doing this!
I will have your head. Obey your king and bring justice to the scoundrel. Now!
Knight, I'm so sorry, this is not your fault. This kingdom, or your life, forgive me, but I cannot let this kingdom burn.
We can't be fighting amongst ourselves while the kingdom is burning.
Knight, I cannot go against the king's orders. You have committed grave treason against the royal family. Were I to show mercy, then I would have to share in your fate.
And what of the children, Kagor? The people have suffered enough. Will you see them suffer further?
We cannot be doing this, Knight! Tradition and history are at stake here! We cannot abandon our principles!
Principles? Principles that are forced on the powerless and discarded by the empowered. Look at the corruption that followed.
Would you have us become a chaotic rabble of savages, Knight? Gods. I knew this was coming, but not in what form. My every action has abetted monsters. All that I was proud of. A farce.
Kagor, put up storm. Kill this wretch.
Sigmane, he's right. We should have helped. I just didn't care. If I am to die, I'll die doing what's right.
Treason! Bastard blooded scum! Gods! Kill them both! Now!
Knight! I'll protect the children! Deal with the rest!
I see you, scum!
Bash their skull.
I'll bash the brain! You're slipping! Typical dark noise. Take me.
I've asked much of you, Knight. More than any other. That's because I trust you. Now, if we're gonna make it out of this chaos alive, we're gonna need a clear path out of the city.
And the rest of those here?
We'll grieve for the lost later. Our only concern now is survival. Lead on, Knight.
Keep safe.
You are mine.
Mara, you're putting yourself in extreme danger by being here.
Fear not for my welfare, child. I've come to provide successor for you. You who have traversed the quagmire of want. This pocket is collapsing, thus benign entities are allowed passage for a moment. This interstice rapidly approaches its end, however, and with it, the return of dread. We will have to depart soon, my child.
Mara, why is all of this happening? Were the Reach to be punished so?
Child, I wept with every orifice of this ethereal being, and every effort to thwart the symptoms of man and insidious circumstance had fallen short. We tried, and will keep trying to stem the tide of horror. But the hearts of mortal agents are locked in struggle, their souls tandem with fragility. Swaths of individuals seeking to covert their being had given rise to the terrific scenario you've seen. Such chaos has led to extremities in every strand of thought, where the sadist and the butcher thrive in dire times. We need to go back and salvage what little hope there is, lest the Dark Mother has her feast. Free man and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman. There will always be inequality. Mortality necessitates it. It's a matter of how you wield said power. There will always be corruption, but cynicism and abandonment of respect, hope, order, and laws will bring upon ruin. Remain vigilant of the evils. Scour the darkness with light. Even then, it may not be enough. You must keep fighting or running in any way you can. Or perish.
Listen, I can't have you staying here for free much longer. I need pay.
Look, they have weapons!
The city is burning anyway. Witchmen overran us. Let's loot the place. You don't have much time either way, Innkeep. Either you give me the gold now, or I kill ya. Delay, and the witchmen will be here to finish the job. Hurry, cunt! Fork the gold over, or you'll be the first to die in these wars. 3, 2, 1, you're dead.
Please don't shoot! Just take what you want! Ah!
Shit! Time's up. They're here.
This way, Dawn.
wouldn't go that way, kid. Doom in all directions, I'm afraid.
Please, help me get into Evermore. I can't run anymore. I'm so tired.
Never. Now where did you run from, child? Arnima?
Yes, Arnima. But please, I don't want to go back that way. So bad. It's all bad. We can't go back.
You can't go to Evermore either. Bad people are here too. We need to go that big bridge. Close your eyes and follow me.
Can we go rescue Mommy and Daddy too? They're back in the walls. We can go save them. Let's go, Knight.
Safe now. This way, Dawn.
Iggy comes out to play. Bathe in your blood. Let me hear you scream.
Halt! Not another step, unless you want an arrow between the eyes.
It's me, Rune. I've come to assist.
Pardon my insolence, Knight. It's just so tense around here, with all this going on, that you can't be too lenient. Come in, come in. People are getting ready to leave eastwards.
It's me, Dawn.
Auntie Julie?
Yes, my dear. Come, get to safety. I'll help you. What happened to Mummy and Daddy, Dawn? Is my sister okay?
Mom's still in Arnima. Mom wanted me to go to Evermore, but bad people everywhere. I'm scared, Julie. Mom said she'll come to meet me. Is she here?
So Mum never followed you?
Mum made me climb a ladder and made me run. But she's coming! She promised she's coming!
Gods, no. Please, Mara, bring her to me. Please don't take another one from me.
Auntie, stop! You're scaring me! She's coming! She is!
Of course, dear, she has to. We've been good people. We don't deserve this.
Tragic to see what's happened. Do you need help in alleviating the suffering here?
Tragedy doesn't begin to describe the evil etched into the scenery. This kingdom seems to have gasped its last breath. I digress. There are rumors of an orc contingent within the bog, hell-bent on seeing the souls on this bridge suffer further indignity. Evoking the memory of Mados for a moment, if you can recall his encounter with those orcs who laid that curse on Grey Belmore.
Yes, vividly. What about him?
It seems that this realm is regurgitating those same awful events all over again. However, we have hope that this time those shamans can be culled before their hideous magic reaches its penultimate form.
Pardon the interruption. We've got an issue at the gate.
Pray tell, what is the problem?
An orc says he's from the swamp near Belmore. Talking of shamans.
Shamans? Not again. Let's see what they intend to do.
He's by himself, so we haven't killed the greenskin yet, in case there's more nearby.
Orc, state your motives lest you fall to a rain of arrows.
Relax, Breton. Come to bring you a truce.
What could you possibly offer us, Orc? Your kind has done its damage.
Nah, Breton. That's where you're wrong. Things can get a whole lot worse for yours. Remember 30 years back, shamans and their curse, right? Got the same thing happening again, aimed at your very bridge.
Greenskin filth. You would be dead right now if we were just as savage.
Quiet. What do you want, Orc?
An out. And the only way we can get out is through your bridge. Now you see where I'm getting at? We can call off the shamans if you allow us passage. No one gets harmed. I just need one of yous to come with me so my boys know you're not playing.
You take us for fools, Orc. How do we know you're telling the truth?
Is it really something you want to risk finding out? Us orcs are sick of the fighting. The sane ones, that is. Get one of yours, with a good tongue, to come to mine and get our boss to see reason. Then we can all part ways and stop the bloodshed.
Damn, we really can't stake the lives here on a hope that he's lying. Friend, you have proven yourself in many ways in your brief career. Please, sate our insecurities and find out if this orc speaks truth.
Good. Just follow me to where we're holed up. I'll try my best to make it go smoothly.
I've got to rush ahead, or they'll attack.
What the? You're not Bloodkin. Why are you here?
I'm here to establish a truce.
Truce? Bet it was that ballless one who brought you here. This is our opportunity. We ain't gonna be wasting a chance at revenge.
I've heard the Bretons' plans about Orsinium.
And you know why we must fight. And why you must die. It's our survival on the line here. So what? Did you come to rub your triumphs in our faces? Speak up, or join your friends on the pike.
New Orsinium is going to need all its defenders if their plans come to fruition.
They got more than enough. We're doing what we can here. And that's stalling you so you don't go lunging after our home.
You've lost too many. Orsinium will not hold with all of you dying here.
Nah, it won't. We're doomed to fail, eh?
You can join your brethren. Just stop these shamans, and we'll allow passage over the bridge.
This some type of ploy? Why should I believe a trickster dog of the Bretons?
What other choice do you have? The kingdom has fallen. You've done your job already. Any further death would be a waste.
Ha! You know, you're right. Don't know why we're here. Guess it was for the revenge. That ain't smart. That's just savage, isn't it? All right. You get us over that bridge with no funny plans. Or else we'll gut everyone around us.
That goes for you too. We've got archers all over the bridge. No threats from either of us, and we can get this over with.
Got a sharp tongue. No wonder they sent you instead of the other piggies. Go lead. We'll be right behind.
Look who's joined the fray.
What do you want about now? Like herding cats.
Knight, is this some twisted jest, or have you turned cloak?
Neither. I made a deal with the Orcs.
A deal with savages who've raped their way through our kingdom? Are you mad? Have their shamans put you under a spell?
Houristair, listen. They just want passage to a new home. If they are admitted, then the divide will no longer be threatened.
And you've bought into their narrative without any further questioning? I have to ask again, are you mad? Forgetting that, Knight, the people here will not take to seeing orcs of all things walking amongst them. This cannot stand.
We'll have put away our wrath for a moment if we wish to live for tomorrow. We don't know what could happen if we turn on them now.
I have tolerated much in this corrupted system, but it all pales to this. Knight, I say this with utmost sincerity. If any of them even sneezes towards one of ours, then we'll put them all down where they stand. With you joining them in death, are we clear?
Crystal.
Go and be quick about it, lest we have a change of heart.
Thanks for the help. Ain't common that a non-orc risks his neck for us Groks.
We've seen enough carnage for today.
You're right, and that's coming from an orc. I know what everyone else thinks of us. Savages bred to rape and kill. But we all want it out. We want out of this whole thing. Centuries and blood and tragedy have humbled a lot of my kin. Most want to be left alone now.
Most?
Yeah, always some who want to start a war for nothing. Always the few who lead everyone else to slaughter, ain't it?
Let's hope on this day. that we've rid of ourselves of those few.
By their own making. But there'll always be more. Always be those who go beyond everyone else to get what they want.
Then it should be up to everyone else to want something that betters us all.
Huh. Until then, and I mean this in the best way I can muster, I hope we never see each other again.
Knight, is that you? It's been 2 weeks and we've heard nary a peep regarding your whereabouts. Where were you?
It's too complex for a summary. What's happening here? Are you leaving?
Exactly what it looks like. There's too many mouths to feed here, so we need to find refuge for those still coming.
It was a long time coming you knew this missionary.
Knight, your words when we last spoke. They haunted me then, and now I can't get them out of my mind. You were right. All the tension was leading to this. Immediately after what happened in Anima with my bout of madness, there was clarity. In my dreaming, it all became clear.
People here lacked perspective. Most couldn't see their own cage.
When you're lucid, you repress. I repressed the thoughts that the order we clung to could ever slip away. Even through the worst of it, I believed that we'd eventually settle back to normal. And with that clarity, I knew that change was here. No longer a dream, but an undeniable reality. The mad have swapped places, with those who believe in order raving through the night. Phantasmagoria.
You need to rest, missionary.
Only fools would rest now. We need to move. In this dark hour of our history, the greatest trait is vigilance.
What will you do then?
I'll keep tending to the survivors, making use of my skills wherever I can. Least I can do. Damnation. The priest should not have sent me here. Could have helped. Prevented some of the worst elements from spilling out. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. Can't change the past, but we can change the future.
Good day.
You again? Seems we've come full circle.
That it does. Things were already bad enough as it is, but it looks like your entry into this spoiled land was the spark that engendered this inferno.
Of course, partly. I will always accept blame where I abetted criminals unwittingly and for any accelerationism I've participated in.
Of course. Only in hindsight can we look at the grander picture and say that tragedy was inevitable. Though this chaos required a very special ingredient. A special someone.
And that's everyone who doesn't call out the corruption. Every silent mouth. At least I've acted merchant.
What are you on? I haven't even been in this damned kingdom for longer than a week at most. Yet, you have.
The Orcs knew of the plans to sack their new city, to protect the trade route, which the merchants tried to orchestrate.
Ha! Orcs can't even tell left from right. How would these savages have knowledge on trade and its importance? Even if that were true, my transient friend, how does that explain the peasants running amok? What on earth does that have to do with us merchants earning an honest living?
Nothing in particular. You are part of a system of wants and needs. You exploiting the system is the problem.
You blame me for being smart? For making a profit? This is the real world, you foolish wretch. Levy the blame at every other merchant and person engaged in gold rather than me, then weep at your naive attempt.
There are many people here that can attest to the merchant's plans. Are you up for a trial?
It's just a lot of hot air night. It's often not, however. Plans are already well underway for the merchant's ascent. Soon this old order of decrepit royalty will fade or burn. The people will beg for new shepherds, and who better to take up that mantle than those who control coin? You're of the inquisitive sort, and your actions within this realm have served many interests beyond you now. For that, I'll forgive your outburst.
You pompous, cunt.
Hop on the cart and say goodbye to this ill-fated kingdom.
I'd rather walk.
So be it, friend. Not much one can do against the tide, except watch it swallow all who refuse to move. Hey, cheers. For all your... Cheers.